decided to buy myself a new phone because my old one was getting a little bit old. So I made a cheeky little purchase and picked up the new iPhone 6. So I thought I would show you what is on my phone. So like I said, I bought the iPhone 6 and I got it in the colour silver because I really wanted one with the white edge, as my last one had a black edge, so I thought I'd change it up a little bit this time and get a white one. I couldn't decide between silver or gold, but I decided to just go for silver because my case covers it up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm literally in love with this case. It was only $1.99 off of eBay, literally $1.99, bargain. So it's in this really pretty pastel pink colour, which I love, and where the camera is, the hole is in the shape of a love heart, which is so cute. And yeah, I'm just loving this phone case. So if you want it, go and look on eBay and see if you can find it, because it's definitely a bargain. So yeah, I'm just gonna get on with the video now and show you what is on my phone. So this is my iPhone lock screen. I just have this really pretty pastel sunset scene as my background. I found this picture off of Tumblr and I think it's really cute. So even though it's winter at the moment and this isn't the most seasonal image to have as my background, I'm really ready for spring and summer, so I can't wait to get out the pastel colours because they are definitely my favourite. I also love how this background matches my phone case in the pastel colours. It's so cute! So you can either log in using the code or you can use your thumbprint on these phones, which I think is really cool, so I'm just gonna log in with my thumb. So once I'm out of the lock screen, this is what you can see. So my background on the inside of my phone is this really pretty floral print. I actually found this on Google Images. I literally just typed in floral backgrounds, I think, and this came up. So decided to pop that in my background because I thought it was very pretty. I like how it's quite a bright background and I just think it looks really nice. So along the bottom of my phone, I just have Messages, Safari, Camera and Phone. These are my most used apps, so I pop them at the bottom because they're very handy to have there. And most of my other apps are kept in categories. I have a utilities folder, social, photos, music, shopping, games and lifestyle. And then I've also got a few apps along the top that don't really have a category to go in, so I put them up there. They're also apps that I use relatively often, so it's just easier keeping them up there. And those are Mail, Contacts, Calendar, Clock, Maps, Notes, Weather, FaceTime and Settings. So the first folder I have is Utilities, and in here I just keep some of the apps that don't really have a place in any of the other folders. This is also where I put all the apps that I don't really use that much. For example, the iPhone comes with a few apps that you can't delete that I really don't use, so I just put them in here, keep them away where I don't really need to look at them and I don't need to use them, so I just put them in the Utilities folder. The first app I have in here, and it's probably the only one I do use, is my NatWest app for banking. And then I've just got calculators, reminders, videos, voice memos, passbook, newsstand, iBooks, podcasts, tips, stocks and compass. So yeah, like I said, this is just my folder of apps that I don't really use. I just like to call it the rejected apps folder, which is really mean because those poor apps, they never did anything wrong. They're just a bit useless, really. So my next category is my social folder, and this is probably the one I use the most. I'm always on my social medias, and I'm just going to show you which ones I've got. So the first one is Facebook, and this is just my private Facebook. I don't have a Facebook page for my YouTube, so there's not much point me showing you that, but I'm sure you all know what Facebook is. And then I just have the Facebook Messenger app because that comes with Facebook now. The next app I have is Twitter, and I just use Twitter to be nosy and scroll through my timeline, see what everyone's doing because I'm really nosy, really. And I just post on here my videos that I upload, so if you miss it on the subscription feed, they'll always be on Twitter, so feel free to follow me on there if you want to. My username is @sophielouise. I'll leave it written on the screen because it's written with extra H's in the Sophie. So like I said, I just post my videos on here, sometimes my Instagram pictures, and sometimes I just write random things. So yeah, go follow me on Twitter if you want to. Next is the YouTube app, which is obviously YouTube. I just use this to watch YouTube videos if ever I'm not on my laptop. I sometimes watch them on my phone, and that's all I really use that for, because I also have the YouTube Studio app, which I use for my own YouTube account. This is really great for keeping track of your own account, and it actually notifies you if you get a comment, and it's a lot easier to reply to comments on there, so I would definitely recommend that if you want a way to reply to comments on your phone. It's also a great way to keep track of all your videos, and yes, I just really like that app. Next one is Instagram. I'm sure you all know what that is, and I just again use this to flick through the feed and see what photos are on there. And I never really posted my own photos until recently. When I got my new phone, I was kind of obsessed with how good the camera was. So I've started taking Instagram photos on my phone and posting them on here. So again, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the same as my Twitter, at sophielouise with extra H's. So I'll leave it on the screen again. But yeah, go follow me because I haven't got many people following me because I've only just started using it. So that would be really cool if you did, and then I can follow you back because I need some more people to follow on there because I don't have that many. Next app I have is called We Heart It, and I've recently discovered this and I am obsessed. You basically get your own blank canvas and you can basically heart other people's photos that go onto your canvas, so it's like your own little set of images that you can look at, and they all look so pretty. I've kind of gone for a pink pastel theme, funnily enough, and it just looks so cute, and I just love scrolling through the main feed and finding pictures that I like. You can also put your own photos on there. I've got a few of my own ones that I've uploaded, and other people can then heart them. You can also make your own collections and people can follow them, so go and follow me on We Heart It if you've got it. Again, it's at sophielouise, and yeah. The next one I've got is Tumblr, and this is kind of similar, but I'm sure you all know what Tumblr is. Don't really use this as much as the other one, but I occasionally post photos on here as well. As you can see, same sort of theme, pink and girly, and it's just fun to reblog other people's pictures and scroll through and see what they're uploading. And yeah, that's Tumblr, and again you can follow me on that. It's at sophielouise again, but I don't really use it that much. And the last one in this section is Snapchat. I don't really use this too much. I just like to look at some people's Snapchat stories and be nosy again. I'm basically really nosy, but I don't use it too much. So yeah, there's not much point me showing you that. So my next folder is photos, and in here I just have the photo app that comes with the phone. I've also got the app Afterlight, which is probably my favourite photo editing app on my phone. So basically Afterlight is your typical photo editor, and I'll just grab a picture to show you. Just use this weird one of half of my face because why not? So you can basically edit it in pretty much any way. You can change the brightness, the contrast, basically your typical photo editing app, but it also has these added filters that are all so pretty. I really love adding this one. It's called Coral, and it basically makes them look super pretty, and yes, I really like this app for editing photos, and especially now that I'm getting into using Instagram, it's becoming quite handy. So that's Afterlight. The next photo editing app is called Facetune. So this is one of those apps that are really great for editing a picture of a person. I'll just get a picture and show you. So I'll just use the same picture of me again, and it's basically great for whitening your teeth, smoothing out the skin, getting rid of spots and anything like that. Basically your typical face editor app. But I also love this for using the whitening app to make your background look brighter. So for example, this picture here, the background is really white, and I've used this teeth whitening app to rub against the background to make it extra bright, and I really like that effect in pictures, so I'm definitely using that a lot in my Instagram photos at the moment, and that's how I do it. Another photo editing app is VSCOcam, or however you pronounce it, it's VSCOcam. And this is just similar to Afterlight. I don't use it as much as the other one, but it's just also a photo editing app. So again, this has different filters that you can put on the photos, and you can edit it in the similar way you can on Afterlight. I just don't use this one as much, but I know it is really good and a lot of people love it, and it is free, whereas Afterlight is 89p or 70p, I don't know. You have to pay for the other one, so this is a great free one. And the last photo editing app is Squaready. This is great for Instagram pictures because it resizes them to the perfect square size. And let me just get that photo again and show you. So you can basically add a border to your images to give it that Instagram feel. And I think that looks really cool, adding the border to images. So I really like this app, and it makes uploading to Instagram a lot easier. So my next folder is music, and in here I just have the music app that comes with the iPhone that you can play your music off of. I've got the iTunes store, which is obviously for buying music. I've also got Spotify, which I don't really use a huge amount of. And I also have this app called Shazam, which is really handy if you hear a song and you don't know what it is. You basically record the song on this app and it will tell you what it is and who it's by. So that's really handy if you don't know the name of a song that you want to know. You can just Shazam it. So my next folder is shopping, and in here I just have the App Store. to buy apps on, and I've also got this app called The Hunt. This is something that I'm sure a lot of you have heard of. I think a lot of YouTubers have talked about it. I used this a lot in the summer last year, and I haven't really used it much since, but it is so cool. I don't know why I've stopped using it. It's basically like your own personal shopping app. So if ever you find an image on Tumblr or on anything on the internet that you like and you want to know where the item is from, you can post it on The Hunt and people will try and find it for you and tell you where it's from. You can also help people find theirs, so you can scroll through the feed and help people find what they want to find. But I just find this really fun to flick through and see what people have posted on there and see if I can help anyone. And then I also just have a few shopping apps on here if I want to buy some clothes on my phone. I've got the Topshop app, H&M, Forever 21 and ASOS because they are my favourites. So yeah, that's really great if you want to have a look what's online on your phone. Next folder is games. I don't really have that many games because I don't really play them on my phone, but I do have 2048, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard of. So I'm halfway through a game here because I literally play it quite a lot. At the moment I'm always playing it before I go to bed and it's really addictive and keeps me up for ages. I'm sure you can see what I'm doing. You have to try and make 2048 by joining all these numbers together. I've never actually made that amount though, so if any of you have, let me know because that's pretty cool because I literally can't do it. I get so far and then game over. If you like puzzle games then you'll definitely like this one. Next game I have is called Stick Hero, and again this is really addictive but kind of weird. I'll show you what it is. You're basically this little man and he wants to get across to the different platforms, so to do that he needs a stick to get across, and you basically have to estimate how long it needs to be by holding it down to get it across, and if it's too long he falls off and if it's too short he falls off. Kind of random, but it's really addictive and I keep playing it at the moment when I probably should be doing other things, so damn you stick man. Next one is called Guess the Emoji. I don't know if you know what this is. If you don't, it's basically where you get a picture of some emojis. I love emojis. For example, I've got a rocket and some petrol, so you kind of have to guess what the word's gonna be. So this one would be rocket fuel, I think. And then you just type it in and go on to the different levels, and it's really random, but I like it. It's kind of fun and you get to play with the emojis. Yay! Next one I have is Draw Something. I haven't been on this in ages, but you can play against other people that have the app. You can play against your friends or just random people on the app, and you basically are given a word that you have to draw and the other person has to guess what your drawing is, so it tests your drawing skills, which can be fun, but yeah, I haven't played that in ages. And then I've also just got the Game Center app which comes with the phone, but I don't really have any use for that. I just popped it in the Games app because I thought that would be appropriate. So my last folder is Lifestyle, and in here I've just got the Health app that comes with the phone. I've never used it because I'm not overly healthy and I don't really know how to use it. It's kind of confusing. I tried looking at it and I don't get it, so that just kind of sits in there because it's lifestyle related. And then the apps along the top are all calming apps that are kind of anxiety related. I wouldn't say any of them cure your anxiety or stop a panic attack or anything like that. I wish they did, that would be amazing, but they are all really great for calming you, and they're sometimes nice to listen to before bed or to go on when you're feeling stressed, so I just have these. The first one I have is Headspace, and this is an app where you can watch animations that are really relaxing and calming and help you with your anxiety. They're actually really cute. I'll show you one quickly. So it's basically these little cartoon animations and they're really sweet actually. The next one I have is called MindShift, and this one is similar. You can kind of like listen to things on it to calm you down. There's relaxation exercises and mind exercises for calming you down and for anxiety. It also has some inspirational quotes. This is probably my favourite bit about this app because sometimes it's really nice to flick through them. They're all anxiety related and some of these quotes are actually really good and do make you feel a little bit better, so I would definitely recommend having a look through them if you get this app. And the last one is called Calm, and this one is probably my favourite one out of all of them. You can basically choose a background. I always choose the seaside one, but there's a few to choose from here. You can basically listen to the sounds of the sea. I'm not sure if you can hear it, you probably can't. And you can basically listen to some relaxation over the top of that. There's this person that kind of like talks you through stuff and relaxes you, and I think that's really nice to sometimes listen to before bed if you're feeling stressed. And yeah, those are all the apps that I have on my phone. So I really hope you enjoyed finding out what is on my iPhone, and if there's any apps you liked and you wanted to check out, I'll leave some of them below and that will make it easier for you to find them. So give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos, and I will see you very soon. Bye!